What's up?
What's going on?
Just chilling on a Saturday, hanging out.
Same shit.
I've been I've been so lazy today. I like woke up this morning and I didn't want to do shit. Like I was literally in bed like all day up until like noon and I had to go do some like family shit and then I was just like I'm back here. I feel like
Damn.
Saturdays are like my laziest days.
Mine too, to be honest.
Yeah, right?
Mine
There's like
too.
nothing to do.
Not nothing
Unless
anymore.
what did you do? How was your week?
Well, week was fine. Of
Hmm.
course, I got my fair share more masturbating than usual. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and contrary to belief, Saturdays I'm starting to believe are my mental health days.
Okay, so what do you do for your mental health on Saturdays?
Go to therapy.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine, but I'm talking about like other things. Like, what do you do? Like, do you work out? Do you like have a really nice meal? Do you like talk to friends? Do you like go out in nature? Like, all those things help.
Nah, sometimes I talk to my friends.
Hmm.
Most likely I am always thinking of new ways to come up with new projects. So um, I don't really get to go out as much like I used to.
Yeah,
So it's normally just
same,
work and crash.
same. That's good. I think that's healthy. I think working and trying to make money and like pay your bills. I think that's all important.
Yeah.
But I do hope you like take time for like hang out. What do you do when you're not working?
What do I do when I'm not working? Uh, let's see, what do I do? I like to listen to music. I
Hmm.
like to dance. Let me see here. I like to
We are a
dance.
go-go
I like to
dancer, right?
go. I used to be.
Oh, you used to be. I thought you
I
were doing
used
that now. You're not doing that anymore?
I'm not doing it anymore. It was a lot maintaining that. Then, of course, my content platform. Then, of course, my full-time job. It became a lot. It was taxing. I really didn't have any time for myself.
Okay, so for the listeners and the viewers that are watching and they don't know who you are, what is it that you do?
Uh, I am a like my 9 to 5 job.
No.
I'm
Like,
literally about to spill the beans.
yeah, like, this podcast is focused on like beta and gooners and solo sexuality. There's a reason why you're here talking. Tell the lovely people like what you do, like who you are in the community.
Well, of course, my name is Black Statik. I'm new on the scene here. I actually do a lot of hypnotic loop trance gooner go-go video type content creation.
Hmm.
um, I've also am trying to get into sounding a little bit. I want to get more into people's brain with sounding, especially with my voice and whatnot. Seeing how I am a
Uh,
sci- Hmm?
when you said sounding, I thought you were talking about like the metal rods inside of your penis.
That's why I wanted to be very specific.
So you're talking
But
more like audio, like
correct,
head sound. Okay. All
correct,
right.
yes.
I like that. That's cool.
Seeing how I am a psych major, I am all about getting
You're
into the
so
mind.
cerebral. You're so cerebral. All the conversations and the texts that we have, you're always in your head. I'm like, stop it.
Oh, I am very cerebral.
I'm just like, why don't you
Um,
start focusing more on other stuff, like your body?
I'm working on it. So,
Yeah, it's a work in progress.
I like to go ahead and give people what they want. I like to go ahead and give a lot of eye candy.
Hmm.
Um, I like to go ahead and show off and actually encourage those who can't do it. I see a lot on my end of the spectrum, and when I say that, I mean PLC. Not too many of us. There's a great deal in the bunch, but not too many of us. So I feel like I should actually be the next one in there.
Well, how did you get interested in this specific type of content? Like this trance, like hypnotic, hypno, like is that something that you were always interested in? Like when did you discover that?
Oh man. Oh, okay, now you're digging in cobwebs. So I started off with proper trainers on Pornhub. This was before
Hmm.
the Pornhub purge, before the pandemic.
Hmm.
Um, I started getting into one person who was really good with making popper trainers back then. But I started looking at how he was making his stuff, and I started understanding how he was making it, where the anticipation builds and where it falls and whatnot. So that was like the catalyst of my creations that you see today. Um, Furthermore, once I got into the hypnotic side, you can thank Popper's God for that.
Popper's
you,
God?
you can thank Popper's God for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, actually he's really good at that. I feel like, yeah, you both have similar content.
Contrary to belief, he is a fantastic mentor of mine. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have today.
That's
So
great.
shout out to my porn daddy, Popper's God.
I should have Popper God on this podcast. You think he would do it?
I don't know. Maybe you should try to ask him.
Why don't
I'm
you put
pretty
in a
sure
good
he'd be
word?
down. Oh, I'll talk to him.
I think it'd be actually really cool to talk to. I feel like that hypno stuff, like I remember when I first started like really getting into more gooning, like I was always very much into like porn, right? Like penetrative porn. That's what I grew up with. That's what I
Yeah,
first discovered on TV and doing my own internet stuff.
yeah.
And then when I started getting more into like the Bate or Gooner thing, I started seeing those videos, like those like instructional, like get ready to hit your poppers in 5, 4, and then you hit it, and it'll tell you how long you're supposed to hit it for. But I like the videos that gradually start off like it's just like shots of like guys in like jeans, right? Like you like do the close up of the groin, and then throughout the duration of the video, it gets dirtier and nastier and pervier.
Why was that something that I was watching last night?
That's what I'm saying. Like those are really fun.
They were. I know one person who does it. His name is Brawny Cop. I love that. You
I
should
feel
look
like
him up.
maybe, yeah, I feel like maybe that was like content that I don't know specifically the maker of it. I mean, there's so many videos out there, like you do the research and find those, but those are
Uh,
fun. But I
they
don't like the
are.
ones where you're like hitting them too hard. There's some that go really hard, and I'm just like, okay, I can't even hang. Like I'm done in like 5, 10 minutes.
I've 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 had my fair share of those, and you know what? Never again. Never ever ever again.
Yeah, you have to be careful with popper use.
Yeah. I've come across something very dangerous. So be careful to every one of those popper users.
Yeah, I think you can use them, but I think definitely you have to use them with caution for sure.
Definitely with caution and with moderation. I think
Yeah.
you and I would definitely go ahead and agree to give this PSA when we say pace yourself. Seriously.
Yeah, for sure. We've talked about this offline, like, pace yourself, definitely hydrate, if you're feeling weak or lightheaded, like take a break, get some air for sure, like I'll crack open a window. Um
Not for real.
also yeah, like also too, like a lot of people during the winter they have like their heaters on and that's gonna increase your body temperature and then that's gonna make you dizzy. And poppers are that's the main purpose of poppers. So it can climb up really quickly. So yes, use extreme caution when using poppers.
Yes, definitely.
Uh, um, so when you are creating your content, like how do you plan out like what you want to show? Like what are you looking at that inspires you?
Well, well, of course, what do I look at that inspires me? I think I have an idea. When it stems up from the music that I put into my content.
Hmm.
Um,
Do you make your own music?
I don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, general perks of being in the club scene. You be in the clubs, you gonna find some tunes.
Yeah, no,
Shazam,
definitely.
Shazam is a motherfucker, and so is Soundhound. I just like to put that
But
out there.
I feel like that'd be really cool. Excuse me. I feel like that'd be a really cool evolution to your like content. Like you start with producing your own beats.
Um, to be continued. I have a long way to go, especially when it comes to editing. So that
Editing's
definitely
hard.
tell me about it.
I feel like especially with like music, because I'm not like musically inclined. Like I know good music when I hear it, but I have no idea how to make it. Like I don't know shit about notes and like I wouldn't be able to tell you what's what when it comes to like music and stuff. But you have like a sense of like rhythm and like you can if you can like move your body to it, it's good because it has it. But I'm that type of person. Like I like a beat that I can follow. Like I'm not the biggest fan of like jazz, like the
I got you. I got you.
yeah.
So let me ask, like my style of things, because I have more of the techno electric vibe.
Hmm.
Does that get your attention or
Yeah, I like that. I like a good like house beat, like a chill, like repetitive, like, it's nice. It's especially nice when you hear it like in those like wild sex parties. You just have that like repetitive sex beat in the background. You're just like, yeah, they're really getting into it.
oh
That's
man.
that's a whole
You,
different topic.
you're bringing my Super Saiyan senses out. Um, so my thing here is that when I go ahead and find those beats, I then go ahead and start visualizing how I want the video to go.
Uh-huh.
I start visualizing, okay, what do I see me doing at this specific interval of the song?
Mm,
And then I just break it down. Then I get a few more songs because, of course, I'm gonna have to make a mix out of all of that.
yeah,
Uh, so I start seeing how I want things to go in my
yeah.
head first because I don't create a shot list or anything. I feel like that's a waste of time. Um, so from there on, I'll go ahead and film my shots, and whether it's green screen or if it's live in actual real time,
Yeah.
I know exactly where it is that I want to place things.
Hmm.
And as far as dancing goes, I swear to gosh, I will go ahead and tell you that the music that you hear is not the music that I'm dancing to while I'm recording.
Okay.
I'm doing simple body movements so
Yeah.
that my body would actually go with the music that you're hearing. Dope,
But
right?
how do you but you are listening to music while you're dancing. You're not doing it with no audio.
Depends on the situation. Depends on the situation and what I'm faced with. Let's
So
just say
how
if
but
I'm
how do you know your body's gonna sync to the music later?
that's the funny part about content creation. You can
You
manipulate
just
content the where you want to go ahead and manipulate
yeah. You're giving away all your
it.
trade secrets now,
I
girl.
am. I am. There is a secret way to doing it.
That's funny.
I could slow up my clip. I could speed
Yeah.
it up. I can go ahead and keep it real monotone and I can keep it with the beat. Depends on where I want it to land. That's the funny part about content creation. It's
Yeah.
how you land things. It's all about transitioning. It's all about this, that, and the third. I can go on forever because I love what I do.
Yeah.
But just to give you a little cornucopia of what is all entailed into it,
Hmm.
it's all hard work. That's it.
Yeah, no, I think that's real. I think people should know that. I think when especially for someone like you that produces this, these involved content, someone like Popper's God, um, yeah, other people that I see, like I think it's important for people to understand like it takes time and resources and energy to produce these high quality involved videos. Not I don't do that with my own like, content. I basically just turn on my iPhone and I'm just there because I'm lazy fuck.
I see
Um,
you. I see you.
I'm pretty lazy. Like I just like, you know what, just let me in bed and like spread my legs and like let me do my thing. But you're like you're bouncing everywhere. You're like to me, like I just feel like I would find that distracting. Like, oh, I have to dance and I have to find pleasure. I don't know. I don't think I could do both at one time. Do you feel pleasure when you're dancing around like that and masturbating? Does it
Oh,
feel good?
so I have to really be into it. Like
Yeah.
when I first started, and when I first started is when you first met me.
Hmm.
So I'm not sure if you remember, but it was a long time ago, like right after the pandemic, I made a video. It was like flashing lights everywhere and I had my mask on and things like that. You remember
Yeah.
that? Okay.
Yes.
So at that point, yes, I can feel pleasure while dancing and masturbating around.
Okay.
Now that
Okay.
I've grown and evolved a little bit more into this and I've got used to poppers and 420 and all that,
Hmm.
and knowing everything that I know, I'm just sitting at my laptop beating my winky, like, like
Yeah. After a while, I just feel
I
like
got time for dancing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like it's like so, I don't know. I mean, also too, I mean, what's the feedback do you get from your content? Like, do people love it? Do people appreciate it?
Well, it's like pulling teeth sometimes.
Yeah.
It's, it's like pulling teeth sometimes. I do know one person, should I say two? One person loves all of the hypno videos that I've ever created, all of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually still watches them to this day. One person said that one of my videos, their cock was so over it that they could not wait until the end. Um, let's see here. I'm starting to get a lot of love here and there. Some people have actually reached out and said, "Oh, hey, this is actually really good. Can you do a little bit more like gooner challenging? Can you do some heavy hits?" And I'm just like, I'm not trying to fry y'all like that, but god damn.
Yeah, there's people that can go some really hardcore shit.
I
And
can't.
that's
I'm
I
gonna
know, and
let you
that's
know my
okay.
weakness.
But I think that's important. That's like you giving your like boundaries and be like, I'm not gonna do this to my body for your sexual gratification. Like you get what you get. I could do this, but I think that's good business. Like you're able to be like, listen, I'm not gonna be able to do that, but I can give you an alternative. How about this? And you know, you meet people where they are. So I think you're doing the right thing where you're
I
just like,
think I'm
no.
doing the right thing as well, especially when it comes to because in the content creation world, we got to come up with faster content. So
Hmm.
my big thing was looping.
Mm.
I like to loop things. I mean, uh, that way you get a specific trance and whatnot. Honestly, and I feel like you get your money's worth if I loop
That's yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. Just
it.
giving the people, you know, a really good time, making them bust the nuts.
So from there, I went ahead and because I'm pretty sure like because some of those videos, what was my record low? My record low was 3 minutes. My record 3 minutes
Or
of an original cut video that I created. 3 minutes
mm-hmm,
of just 3 minutes of video. I looped that
mm.
and made it into 15 or 20 minutes.
Okay,
Those three
cool. Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah. I feel like that's sounds about right.
Okay, cool. So I'm not crazy.
Well, no, because the intention of the end video is the looping. Like that's what it is. And so basically you're not all you really need to take is that one piece and just repeat it over and over again.
Okay, so now you're starting to see it. Cool.
Yeah. No,
So
no, I get it. I like it. I always get so people will send me videos and be like, I love this kind of stuff. And it's just like, you know, you see the little hypno wheel, like it's like an overlay. And you're just like, ooh, it's kind of
yeah.
like hypnotic, like trancey, like you're just kind of like put under like a masturbation spell.
Yeah. 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 I'm sorry. Good times, memories.
So when you're not making content, what else are you doing?
uh,
Where do you live? You don't have to say specifically what state. Do you want to say
Louisiana.
this? Louisiana. Oh, that's right. I remember you telling me that.
Mhm.
Is it a
I'm in
fun
Louisiana.
state? What's the gooner scene like out there?
I want to go home.
Where and home is what? Florida?
Home
You said?
is Florida for me. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Home is Florida for me. I want to go home. The Gooner scene was not actually good in Florida either. Even in my hometown, which is in Ohio, the Gooner scene is not actually good there either.
Hmm.
Um, it, eh, it comes and goes. Gooners are hard,
I
or like rare gems to find.
I never been to Florida. Should I go visit Florida?
Can we wait until the NAACP says we can go?
Maybe I just don't want to visit Florida at all.
I don't mind going back home. I know a great place that we can go. I swear we can plan it. We can do this.
You would like you'd actually like LA. Why don't you ever thought about moving out here to California?
Fuck yes, I'm trying. I've been trying since I was 19. I'm 30. I'm getting there.
Oh,
So
okay.
y'all too goddamn
Yeah.
expensive though. Every time I turn around trying to look for an apartment over there, I'm like, Jesus. I go, okay, I gotta save some
It
more.
yeah, it is expensive. you definitely have to be prepared to do it, but I think you would like thrive here. It's definitely the scene of like social media content. Like it's definitely the place where you want to
I feel
be.
like I
It's
would be
funny,
swallowed whole.
no, like you'd pace yourself. It's definitely a different if you're not from California or Los Angeles or you're not familiar with the area, it can be a little overwhelming. Um, but it's fun. It has really great weather. It's a pretty liberal state.
I love liberal because what the hell we had over there in Florida? No.
I don't even know what's happening in Florida, bro. That's like a whole different dimension.
Texas ain't no
Yeah.
better, Jesus. So
Well, I feel like maybe like Austin, Texas is like the one spot where it's okay. I was actually thinking about moving to Austin, Texas.
I'm right next door. Don't give me no ideas.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't, excuse me, it wouldn't be for another couple of years. Not until I get this off the road. It's all this what I'm doing is like slowly picking up. So I'm really excited to kind of stick around and do more stuff.
You and me both. For the simple
Yeah.
fact, I've like now that I'm starting to actually gain some traction here, it's just like,
Hmm.
okay, now that I got my feet wet, now it's time to really fuck y'all up.
Well, like it's always a continuation, right? Like you're always just evolving your content and being like,
Always evolving.
because don't
Right?
you feel this way? Aren't you always changing? Like, aren't you always evolving as a baiter?
How do you stay out of my head? Stay out of my
I'm
head.
not getting in your head. I'm just saying, like, I think it's important for like baiters or solo sexuals to understand. Like, it's good to like change things up and like try new things and like be a different bit. Like, I'm really owning this whole like daddy phase of my life right now. It's nice. First came on the scene, I was like, I was more like of a sub switch and just kind of learning and like, talking to daddies and kind of like, getting the ropes and maybe even getting some training under my belt. And I think now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I've taken all this skill and education, and now I'm just like, I'm confident in that space. I moved from big brother to now dad.
Oh, I'm still the
It's
twink,
not,
so I'm gonna stay a twink.
yes, you're
I
cute
like people
twink. You're an adorable twink.
twink. I will
So
definitely
wait,
say that.
what's since you like music and your audio, what's on heavy rotation right now? What are you listening to these days?
I listen to a lot. Contrary to belief, I've been chilling for the past few weeks, so I've been going back to my regular crates, where I dig
Like
into a
what?
lot of old school. I dig into a lot of old school music. And when I mean old school, I'm talking about like stuff from like 70s, 80s, 90s.
Okay, like what? Name something.
Uh, Shoot. Well, you did mention house music earlier. I can mention a whole bunch of house music people, like Two Without Hats, Fast Eddie, uh,
That's really cool.
Robin S., Crystal Waters.
Mm-hmm. Love,
Uh,
yes. I'm with you. You
let's
know who I'm
see.
really listening to right now? Do you know this artist called Aaliyah's Interlude?
No, and I'm a little offended because Aaliyah is my favorite of all time.
I know, I
Like
love it too. When I first heard this artist, I was like, who is this person? But she's so cute, this artist. I don't know what you call them. What are those girls that like wear like I guess they're called e-girls? They wear like the bandages on their nose and they have like really rosy cheeks and like really colorful outfits.
I suppose I've
I
never
guess
seen
you would
that
call
before.
them e-girls, but she gives e-girl vibes, and so it's cute. She has a single out called It Girl. And I was just like researching them on Instagram and I was like, oh, I like their vibe. I want to get more. So then I started researching like more of that kind of genre. I don't even know what you would call that kind of genre of music.
I
Like
think music
e-girl
is actually
music.
growing. I think music is actually growing a mind of its own. Now, if we want to go into the realm spectrum of like, you know, the unknown, I have a few of those as well. I'm not necessarily sure. Are you familiar with SoundCloud? Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I
Um,
love SoundCloud.
there's
You
a
know who
lot
I
of
discovered? You know who I discovered on SoundCloud before she came really big?
hmm.
Dua Lipa. I
Hey.
remember listening to her. Dua Lipa, bro. Everyone knows who Dua Lipa is. I remember listening to her like way back before she blew up. I would say I discovered her like 2 to 4 years before she blew up on the scene on SoundCloud. So I love SoundCloud. You're always gonna find like these really cool indie artists that like blow up in the next couple of years.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you heard of Don Richards or Don
Hmm.
Richard, whatever.
I love Don Richards.
She's awesome. She's actually from here.
Is she?
She is.
I love when her music got more like electronic. She has a bomb video. There's this one the black and white video where she's like wearing like a helmet and it's basically just her like walking. I don't even know if it's her. It might be just computer generated, but it's like this person just walking and it's like just this really graphic black and white. I'm gonna send you a link.
I know exactly what song you're talking about, and it was called Black Heart. It was very
Okay.
EDM. It was very
Yeah, 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 yeah. I love when she
EDM.
transitioned into that. Like when she left like this cool R&B vibe and she started experimenting with that kind of genre. I thought it was cool. Her voice really suits it.
It does. And honestly, I want more trancey stuff like that. I think that's what that's where I got into trance music, and I actually want to explore more into it. I've actually been researching DJs. I'm not necessarily sure. Are you familiar with Taku?
Mm-mm.
TAKU. Look it up on
Yes.
Google.
Yeah, no, I do.
Telling all the viewers right now, you will be in for a treat. I'm just saying.
Wait, do you listen to Kalela?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you gotta listen to Kalela, dude. She just came out with some new shit. You be on that shit for real. I'm gonna send you a
Okay,
link.
cool. Yes, please do.
She's
'Cause
amazing. I saw her in concert and she's so great. She's beautiful and she makes really good music. She makes like really good like electronic R&B. Like her voice is so soulful. She has like these like electronic beats over it. It's really cool.
sweet. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to that one. What about
Yeah.
like other DJs? Because like I'm very interdimensional here.
I'm not familiar
Afrojack.
with I know Afrojack, yeah, he's really popular, but I'm not I want to get more into like the indie like DJ scene. I don't know them by name too much. I'm really into like like Chicago house music scene.
Mm,
Like when I hear it, I know it, but I don't know specific artists and I want to. I really want to get more in depth of like, oh, I know this artist and you know this
back
record
then
and
or
da,
now?
all of it. Do you know the group Drama?
No, but do you know Jomanda?
No.
Damn.
I I love how
We
we're
got a
just
lot to
turning each other
research.
on it. Yeah, we do have a lot of research. Well, that's good to know that you love music, and I think you should
Right.
explore that. I
Right.
think maybe that could be like a really cool evolution for you. Just start like making your own beats and like start like learning like how to even like you don't even have no you know you could just make beats like electronically, so you're just sampling music and mixing it all together.
Well, the fun part about this is that if I can't do it, I have a cousin who can.
Well, there you
So,
go. Why don't you have your
um,
cousin be like, yo, show me some shit, like teach me
because
some
she's big
things.
time. She lives in Atlanta. Her beats have been played. Her stuff has been on TV shows. It's gone viral and things like
Why don't you
that. I'm
ask her
not
to make a
playing with
beat
her.
for you?
I'm not playing with her. She's too expensive. No, she's not.
Oh,
But I will go ahead and say that she can be a little bit busy at times. So it is kind of
yeah.
hard to catch her when it comes to scheduling conflicts between her and I.
Well,
And
that's
she lives
good.
in Atlanta.
Well, you know, at least she's doing her thing. Good for her, right?
No, for real, like for real. And I'm just trying to get everything situated on my end. So, um, if anybody has any ideas for my content, of course, definitely you can always DM me on Twitter, just for fans. I check it all. Fate World, I don't care. Just hit me up.
Yeah, just like hit static up, and let him know what you want to see more of his sexy ass doing.
Even like music ideas. Like if I actually like it, I definitely
Hmm.
will use it. Because sometimes I get a little bit like lost and I cannot find
Yeah.
things. So
But I love when beaters do that to each other. Like when people reach out to me and they're just like, "Yo, you need to check out this artist or read this book or watch this movie." I love that because I know that I build a community. So like I always encourage people to just come at me like and be like, "Yo, check this shit out," you know?
definitely 100%.
Like
I absolutely.
I'm not always gonna send you a dick pic. I'm probably not in the mood for that. But if you tell me some really good recipe for like amazing like dim sum, I'm fucking down. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Beasley here, and I hope that you're enjoying this episode of the podcast so far. But I gotta break and let you know that yes, this episode is being sponsored by JOYMODE. If you don't know what JOYMODE is, it's a sexual performance booster supplement. I've been talking about this stuff the last couple of episodes, and I've been taking it for the last few weeks. And let me tell you, this stuff is so good. I can definitely feel it in my veins. This stuff is all natural. It's science backed. It's studied and researched on humans, so you know exactly what you're getting. Much better than those random sex pills that you're getting over the counter at liquor stores. Stop doing that. take Joy Mode instead. This stuff is really great. It's made with ginseng, it's made with vitamin C, all natural things that your body needs anyway. And it helps support healthy blood flow, erection firmness, and quality. As a masturbator, I need my erections to be firm all the time when I'm masturbating. It also helps with stamina performance. So if you're a marathon masturbator, I feel like this stuff's really going to help you out. So guess what? You're going to go to usejoymode.com/beastly. You're going to enter promo code beastly, and you're going to get 20% off plus free shipping on your first order. The stuff is really great. It's really helped me in the bedroom. I can totally feel a difference, and I want you to feel that too. So again, go to usejoymode.com/beastly, enter promo code beastly, get 20% off plus free shipping on your first order. All right, thanks for listening, and enjoy the rest of this episode. We're gonna move on to a part of the podcast. We're gonna play a game. Are you ready for a game? Do you like playing games?
Yay. As long as they're not jigsaw games, we're fine.
What do you mean jigsaw? Like puzzle games?
No, I want to play a game.
Oh, what was
I do not want to
that?
play
Is
any of
so
those
scary.
games.
Are you doing the little guy on the tricycle? No, we're not those kinds of games. I'm not gonna throw you in a pit of like syringes. Do you remember that? Do you remember that when she got thrown and
Yes.
she was getting stabbed by all those syringes? And I'm like, girl, you picked up a nasty disease. Like,
All of that. That's disgusting.
I'd be
I want to go
damn.
and watch all of those
And
movies again
she
for
was
some
like
reason.
crawling on like broken glass. That's like my nightmare. Fuck. Okay.
Let's play
I'm
a game. Yes, I'll be more
really a
than
fan.
happy to play.
I'm not really a fan of those Saw movies. Like
Who
it's
have done ruthless things have to mutilate themselves to get themselves out of a trap in order for themselves to live, to understand the appreciation of life.
I don't know. I just
I
always feel
don't
like
I don't mind that.
it's not necessarily like the movie itself, but I just feel like every time I watch those movies, like the acting's not that great. So I get like disillusioned. I'm like, you're faking this. I don't really believe that you're a potential danger.
Um
Also, I'm like more of a Scream guy. Like I love the last
oh
Scream
God,
movie.
get out. Get out.
Well, because
You never
you don't understand.
evolved.
No, because Scream was my generation, bro. Like Scream 1 came back in the 90s. I was probably like in my teens or like early 20s when that shit came out. It was like fucking Drew Barrymore getting murdered. We were all about it.
Dude, how the fuck old are you?
Oh my God. Let's play this game. All right, so we're gonna play a game of Goon or Gone. Are you familiar with this game? You might not because I just created it.
I have my own version of that game.
Okay. So I'm gonna
I don't
just
think
read
it's
you
feasible.
I'm gonna read you a list of like random shit that I've just been like thinking about in my life, and you're either gonna goon for it, which means you love it and it stays, or it's gotta go. It's gotta be gone. Yeah, you
Okay.
ready?
Yeah,
And
sure.
then you'll put in your 2 cents on whatever I give you.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Number one, Roadhead.
Gone.
Tell me why.
I can't concentrate. I'm a crash. Okay. I tried masturbating while,
I've definitely done that, like masturbating while you're
yeah,
driving. Yeah.
I've done that and only successful once. It only got once out of I had to put my car on cruise control. It was dark. It was scary. I almost crashed. No, thank you. Wait until I park at a rest stop.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it could probably go like let's focus on the road and like keep people safe on the road. Like don't be yeah, if you need to get some
Let's
redhead
not kill
pullers.
people today.
Yeah, put over to the side. Like I feel like you can start playing with it. Like if you want to get me aroused, you could certainly get me a hard on. But then I'm gonna have to pull over and like take care of business, but not necessarily on the road. I feel like I'd get too distracted.
Yes, definitely, especially when I'm about to orgasm. Oh yeah, it's over on that road. It's over.
Yeah, okay. All right. So roadhead can go. It could be gone.
Yeah.
All right, number two, self-help books.
Fine.
Like it's like self-help, like a book on holistic approaches to like enhance your mental health. Or like
Go.
let's say you're going through a really nasty divorce and like you need like a self-help book, like someone that's written about the topic and experience and like can help you through it.
Go.
I go to for it too. Because I feel like those are more easily accessible. Like not everyone can like, get mental health services. And so if you're able to just get like a really nice book that you can buy for like 13 or 14 bucks that can actually help you, I
Yeah,
think that's really cool. But I think people need to be careful about who they're reading it from or like who wrote the shit.
seriously.
Because I feel like people just be writing shit and you're just like, this makes no fucking sense.
Fucking narcs.
And trust me when I say like life's too short to be reading really lame books. Like that's how I feel about books. Like if I'm reading like the first couple of pages and I'm not feeling it, I'll toss that shit away. I'll be like, nope, not spending my time.
Yeah, there was one book that I had. I tried. And you know what I found
What?
out?
What?
That I can't.
I like reading books on masturbation. Do you know MB Timothy?
Go, no, no. Oh, yes, I do. I've actually talked to him like last year sometime. But yes, I do know of him. What about him?
He has really great books. He's actually really prolific. He has a couple, I have a couple of his books, and they're all like masturbation. I think the last one that he wrote was more like fictional masturbation. He's a really lovely writer. He's a really nice guy too. He's
Okay.
heavy in the scene too. Like if you're on, are you on Telegram? You are on Telegram.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I follow him. I just haven't. I don't use my Telegram much.
Oh, I'm all over Telegram.
I'm trying to be all over Telegram.
Okay, so we going for self-help books.
Yes.
Okay. Number three, porn magazines.
Goon.
Yeah, I'm going for it too. I feel like they need to come back. I feel like they need to make a huge comeback onto the scene.
My gay godfather told me that I actually resemble one of these black and Latinx books that were back in the 90s. He said that I would be a shoo-in for it now.
That's hot.
Um,
That's
I
hot.
forgot what it was called, but I swear to God, I will find out for you and then I will like tell you. But I honestly, if they need to bring that back so I can be a part of
They
it.
do need to bring it back. Like I remember like growing up and the first kind of porn that I was exposed to was porn magazines. Like I had a friend in high school that would always give me her dad's old Hustler magazines.
Really?
He had like yeah, and I would go to her house and he had like a huge drawer just filled with Hustler magazines. And she would just give me like the old issues. And I
Oh
remember
my
just looking
my.
at them, like we would look at them in high school together and just be like, oh, this is like really sexy or whatever. And like, yeah. I feel like that'd be really cool if like we produce like a really fun like Bader
Black
magazine.
inches. That's what it was called. Black inches.
The name of the magazine, the porn magazine,
Yes.
Black Inches. That's cool.
Yes. Sorry, I
Yeah,
just
see,
didn't want it to
they
go like
should bring that back. Like all these magazines are out of publication. Do you know Butt Magazine?
you have actually got me into Butt Magazine. Contrary to belief, about a year and a
Nice.
half ago. I haven't really gotten into them, but I see where it can grow for them. Honestly, I don't know
Yeah,
why you won't take this and make this into a magazine thing also.
there's so many things right now. I'm so you know what's keeping me really busy?
Especially with somebody who has photography backgrounds.
I know. Trust me, making a magazine has been one of my greatest like dreams of mine. Like I tried several times to create a magazine. They're very difficult to do. Like they're so involved. But I think the thing that's taking up my time more right now is like the new YouTube channel. That takes a lot of time and effort. Um, but I think that'd be really cool. Maybe we can get like a bunch of beaters to like produce like a magazine. That'd be really
Um,
cool. And people can like submit pictures of themselves and like articles. We'll think about
articles
it.
and
Nobody
yeah,
steal
yeah,
that idea. Let's not talk about that because people are gonna
yeah,
like jump
yeah,
on that shit.
right.
All right, we love porn magazines. You know, they're vintage. If you see like a Hustler or like a Playgirl somewhere, pick those up. You know what I really want? I've been trying to look for old issues of Honcho magazine. Love that shit. Like these vintage, like beardy, like 70s, like
Yeah, I've heard
full
of them.
bush. Yeah.
I've heard of them, and
You
the
can
ones
find,
with the
I think,
porn stashes.
yeah, 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 yeah. I really wish, sometimes I wish I was born like in the 70s and like been like a gay porn star in the 70s. That would have been so much fun.
But you got to think of the ridicule and shame back then.
Yeah, but still, like imagine like going to these places, just like being yourself and like rocking like a really hot 70s outfit. Like those short shorts and the crop tops. And like the high socks, the Adidas shoes. See, I
You're
see it all in my
fucking
head.
gay, but I'm with it. I'm with it.
I'm so gay. I'm like the gayest. Okay, cool. We love porn magazines. Um, Next, New Year's. How do you feel about New Year's? It's coming up.
Um, I don't know
Or maybe
how I
by the
feel
time this episode airs, it'll already be in the new year.
possibly, but seeing
Yeah.
how we're still in 2023,
Yeah.
um, can I go ahead and just freely say this? I
Yes.
have given all hope up for New
Uh-huh.
Year's. Okay,
Why?
ever since ever since 2020 happened, it's been shit show after shit show after shit show, year after year. My expectations are extremely and very low when it comes to 2024. We're year three in, and it's just like, when the fuck will it end?
Well,
I'm
you know what they
sorry.
say, if you keep your expectations low, you won't be disappointed.
I mean, I mean,
I mean, it's a good rule of thumb on anything, especially like on first dates. Like, just keep your expectations low. Just be like, at least we're getting food. Like, that's the highlight of my date sometimes. I'm just like, we're gonna eat. At least I'm gonna enjoy a nice meal. Like, if the person sucks, fuck it. At least I got like some really good shit out of it.
why the fuck do I feel that way? Okay, so I'm not wrong for feeling that way when I go out on dates. All right, cool.
No, that's like a trick. That's like just a trick in the back of your mind, just to be like, you know what, it's gonna be just a chill like dinner, whatever. And I think people get like too concerned with like what the person could be when they're not fully paying attention to the person that's sitting right in front of them.
True.
Yeah.
Next one.
So okay, so you don't, so New Year's gotta go.
Whoa, so for New Year, you know
I'm
what? For New Year's, for the love of God, because I gotta do it every New Year. I'm a goon.
what?
I'm a goon that shit.
I'm looking for it too. I think I've started to get like more like feel like the sentimental aspect of New Year's because I think people, it's a time to reflect on like all the hardships and all the really great things that happened through that year, and it's kind of like it's a common a cum accumulation. I was gonna say accumulation. No, it's accumulation. Fuck. It's accumulation of like all these, successes and failures, and just knowing that like you've learned a lot and like you can like go into a new year like all with all of this newfound gain knowledge and like always get better. Always try to be a better version of you, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so. I'm just
Plus, you
burning
can
out
have,
all the negative energy.
and you can, and that could be like a ritual for New Year's to cleanse yourself and
Get all that,
release.
get all that nastiness out of you.
Yes, release all that nasty of 2023. Plus you can have some like really bomb sex on New Year's. Hey, I feel like I did that one New Year's. I was like pounding
I want
someone
that to
at the
happen.
stroke of yeah, at the stroke of midnight. We were like Happy New Year's and then went back at it.
Why doesn't this ever happen to me? Why?
You
I
gotta
hate people.
manifest it. You gotta manifest it. You gotta find someone that's gonna be down for it. There's plenty of people that'll do that.
I'm sure.
Okay, so wait, how many is that? One, two, three, four, five. Okay, next, therapy.
I'm on the fence.
Talk about that. Why are you on the fence? I
I
gooned
don't.
hard, hard, so hard. Look at specifics, but her therapy is helpful.
When you say that, so I'm still a little, I think, okay. So I hold back my little side on that.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. As much detail as I want to go into it on that
Mm-hmm.
and literally let myself out there and be like, hey, I do this. And not only
Mm-hmm.
do I do this, I do
Mm-hmm.
this for a
Mm-hmm.
living. Um,
Wait, I don't
it's
understand. I'm not following your train of thought.
goon.
You're going for therapy.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna say that
Wait,
it's leaning towards goon, but I'm still on the fence
okay.
about it.
Okay, that's fine. That's perfectly fair. And I think that's perfectly normal to find to have that perspective on therapy.
And, then to
Because it's
explain what gooning is, I think that's a little bit harder within myself for therapy.
Yeah, I think oftentimes people don't have the best experience with therapy, and then people are just like, oh, that doesn't work. But I think if you continue to find people that are helpful and that you feel a connection to, because it really does matter, the type of person that you're talking to. Once I feel like once you find that person that really gets you and you feel comfortable with sharing, that's when the work really begins.
I think it's actually starting for my therapist. Mind you, he is still new, so I don't
Hmm.
want to give him too many brownie points.
Yeah,
But
and I think it's important to talk about it because then it like deshames mental health services. Like there's something wrong with getting therapy. Like they're there to help to, you know, um kind of make sense of what's going on in the brain and the mind of a person, an individual.
now you know why I want to be a therapist.
I think that's great. We need more therapists. Especially we need more black therapists. We need
Hey,
more
I'm
we need
black.
more we need exactly. We need more people to have accessibility in marginalized communities, such as black and brown communities. Trust me, I've needed therapy my entire life. That shit's fucking expensive. I don't have the resources for that shit.
Tell me about it. I'm paying out of pocket my damn self.
You know what? It's expensive and it's worth it. And there needs to be a change in this culture in this country to have more accessibility to mental health services. Like it should be damn near free to get mental health, and like the fucking government should pay for that shit for everybody.
Good luck.
I know now we're getting really political. Let's move on. So one, two, three, four, five. Oh, next phone sex.
On.
Really? Why does it do it for you?
What the fuck am I, a teenager?
I mean, you don't have to be a teenager to like phone sex. I know a lot of grown
I'm
men
sorry.
that
The
really
last
enjoy
time I
phone
have
sex.
ever phone boned was back when I was like 16, turning 17. I'm sorry. No,
That's when it started for me too.
like no. I'm sorry. Like, get your ass on this fucking camera. Like, what the fuck?
That's
Like,
really surprising because coming from a person that likes audio, you would think you would like the verbal talk. I think for me, the reason why I like the phone is because the the deepness in that person's voice, that's what really attracts to me. Like the
mhm.
like the like the grunting. But also too, like I
Right.
have a very vivid imagination. So I'm just like, yes, I'm picturing everything you're telling me right now.
Okay, I can understand that one. Sometimes it can get that way, but it depends on the person. Um,
Yes.
it definitely does depend on the person, but as a whole, like you're asking, I'm gonna have to go on that shit. I
I'm
like
good.
visual.
You like visuals? I do like a good FaceTime. Like I do like seeing the person too. But also too, there's a specific type of phone sex that I like. Like oftentimes when I get on the phone, people are like pretending to like have sex. They think they should be having on phone sex. But really, I'm just looking for like a conversational chat about sex that we're having, right?
Right, exactly.
Like take a breath, pause, breathe, think about what you're gonna say next. Don't do it like you're reading a script of what you think I want to hear. That's not sexy to me.
That's the thing. So, and I guess that's another reason why I'm not verbal because I don't know what
But
to
also too,
say.
I find people like are really shy when it comes to sex, so that you could tell that shyness when they're speaking. It's like I need you to like just be confident enough to tell me the nasty things you want to do to me on the phone.
Basically,
Okay, let's move on. So wait, you're not gonna go
basically.
for you, it's gotta be gone. For you, I goon. So that's cool. I feel like we got a good combination here. Okay, next flip-flops. And I'm talking like flip-flops where like you got the big toe and then like the other toes on the side.
I'm a Florida boy, so go.
I'm a gooner for it too. I think flip-flops are sexy. I love watching porno when the guys are fucking in flip-flops. Like when they're
How
outside and they have
gay are you exactly? How
I
gay
don't
are you
know.
exactly?
I'm pretty gay. I like dudes. Like I like looking at dudes. Like
I
there's nothing
I
more
fucking
beautiful
love
than
it.
a big like there's nothing more beautiful than a big, meaty, manly foot, nicely pedicured. And a flip-flop. I'd be fucking going in so hard, like walking down the street, checking out dudes' feet. I'm just like, yep, yep, yep.
What's up? How you
Hey,
doing? How you
those
doing?
are slides though. Those are slides.
So what? Beggars
But
can't be
slides are
choosers.
cute. Slides are cute. Slides are cute too. I like slides. Okay, last one, video games.
Oh, this one is a little bit of a challenge for me. Um, This one is a little bit of a challenge for me because we're talking about two different sides of my black ass. Um, Video games have changed since my era.
Hmm.
So back then, Goon, right now, gone.
Right now gone.
Right now, gone because I don't know how to. I don't know what games are out these days. I don't know what these whippersnappers are doing. I have a 14-year-old nephew who's playing a PlayStation 4, and I'm like, fuck, I'm old. All right, quit, kid. It's you. It's all you.
Well,
Um,
I play on a PlayStation 5.
well, he does too,
Yeah.
with some little Fortnite shit or something like that. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm not a big Fortnite fan. I'm more of a Street Fighter player.
I
I
think he
like
plays
Street
that
Fighter.
too. But I mean, hey, once my babies are nephews or once my babies are teenagers, um, I gotta hang up the towel.
What were you playing back in the day?
I was a Grand Theft Auto junkie.
Really?
I was a San Andreas junkie. I also loved a 007 game. It was called Agent Under Fire.
Oh, that sounds
Um,
cool.
it was fucking amazing. I was just playing it like what a few months ago. Um, and what else did I play? Spyro. I remember Spyro. The dragon.
Oh, yeah, the purple one.
Yeah. Spyro the dragon into the dragonfly. I got him on my little key set right here.
That's cute.
I used to play him back in the day. And I think that's about it. All that what I can remember, except for that one game. That one game got on my nerve. Twisted Metal.
No, is that the one with the cars?
Yes, it was the one with the cars and the ice cream truck with the bone face and the clown
Mm.
hair.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that was the I hated that game. I liked Tekken, especially when I could play Devil Jin. You kind of remind me of him a little bit.
I'm not a
Um,
fan of Tekken. I'm not a fan of Tekken. I don't like the way they fight. I don't like the mechanic, the way the graphics are produced. It's weird.
the graphics were on my nerves. I actually appreciated Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat a lot more than I did Tekken.
I like
Uh,
Mortal Kombat now, although I find it really hard to play. I don't understand like the gameplay mechanisms of it. I think the main difference is because with Mortal Kombat, blocking is an actual button. Whereas if you play Street Fighter, blocking you're just holding back. So it frees up a button for other attacks. So that's where I get confused. So anytime I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I'm never blocking because I think I keep holding back in Mortal Kombat, but it's not blocked. So I get my ass kicked all the time.
See, no,
Whatever.
I
I
can't.
think I think video games are fun. They can be therapeutic for sure.
I have a roommate
I
who
don't
plays the shit out of video games, so I can understand.
yeah, I don't play them all the time, but like if I need to de-stress and I have too much anxiety, I'll play video games and it'll actually help me de-stress because I'm so focused, I'm not thinking about anything else. So it really helps me calm down mentally.
Gotcha.
I goon I goon for video games. Do you know what one of the first consoles I played with was? You probably don't even know.
Sega.
A Sega Genesis, bro.
I ain't that damn young.
I was playing like fucking old school Sonic the Hedgehog and shit.
Oh, I
And I
love
also
that game.
and I also had like an old school Nintendo one where you like blew on the cartridges, like the big square fat cartridges.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
it's
not
pretty
that
bad.
young. I remember those days. See, I'm just as old as you are.
Yeah, kind of. I got you beat. Um, thanks so much for being on my podcast. It was really fun talking to you, getting to know more about you. Where
Right.
tell the happy people where people can find you and like look at more of your stuff.
I have a link tree
Mhm.
/ Black Static Shock. It
Mhm.
is on my Twitter, so fret not, my word lovelies. My handle is at Black Static STAITK Shock SHOK. Yes,
Hey,
yes, it was complicated. I'm pretty sure Beasley will go ahead and put it in the section below.
description. Yes, I will put all of your links in the description box so people can start clicking stuff. And listen, if this episode comes out in the new year, I want to wish you a happy new year and I want to wish all listeners happy new years and hope everyone, had a great one.
Right? Happy New Year to all. All lang syne, drink eggnog, all that.
All that good stuff. All right, cool. Again, thanks again for my guest being on my show. I love doing these, and I hope you enjoyed having this conversation. I'm your host, Bate. You can find me on all social medias under that. Um, and we're gonna see you on the next episode. Bye.
See ya.